Hi everyone, my name is Manvi and I welcome you all to the third part of Mind Over Matter series on eShe TV. Today I'm going to talk to you about a phenomenon called the Imposter Syndrome. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Have you ever doubted your accomplishments? Or felt inadequate or incapable despite being successful of a job at hand? Have you ever felt like a fraud internally? If yes, then all of these things, all of these characteristics point toward imposter syndrome, which is a fairly common behavioral phenomenon and impacts at least 70% people across the globe. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what this is, where it originates from, how it impacts us, and what we can do about it. First, identified in the year 1978 by psychologists Pauline Rose Clance and Suzanne Imes, imposter syndrome can be broadly defined as persistent feeling of self-doubt and incompetence, despite all the results and evidence suggesting otherwise. People who suffer from this behavioral phenomenon often feel like a chronic failure, they feel like a fraud, they feel like somebody who's not worthy of what he or she has achieved in life. According to psychologist Audrey Irwin, imposters often are unable to own or internalize their accomplishments. And these feelings are sometimes accompanied by a lot of anxiety and depression. Now, like every cognitive problem has a root cause, there are certain theories that revolve around imposter syndrome as well, but nothing is concrete yet. There are some experts who directly link imposter syndrome with personality traits like anxiety and neuroticism. There are some who link it with the parenting style. For example, when parents discriminate between their kids, or when they label their children as natural genius or high achiever or perfectionist or sensitive. This mounts a huge amount of pressure on the children as they grow up as individuals, and if due to any reason they under-accomplish or do not accomplish what they aim for, they start questioning their self-worth. And sometimes institutionalized discrimination in school or college also results in the development of this syndrome. Though men and women get equally affected by imposter syndrome, however, women of color, and LGBTQ community are more prone to it. And a major reason for that, according to psychotherapist Brian Daniel Norton, is systemic oppression. Another reason that clinical psychologist Emily Hu points out is lack of role models. And then lack of physical representation is another. In fact, some organizations that I know of, like Lean In and Catalyst, they've been working in this area for several years now and coming up with effective solutions to deal with this problem. Irrespective of the gender, dealing with imposter syndrome is essential. And so here are some of the steps that one can take. A, don't see it as a taboo. See it as a problem you're longing to have a solution for. B, talk about it. Don't be afraid to admit or share that you're struggling with imposter syndrome. C, find support groups, allies, advocates, people who trust in your abilities. D, own your accomplishments. It's not going to be easy, it's going to be difficult. You may have to try a zillion times, but trust me, conditioning your mind to own your success is going to help a lot. If it is affecting your lifestyle and hampering your ability to move forward, it requires attention. So that was all from my side. Like and follow us on eShe TV and stay tuned for more psychology trivia.